What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Sunday, February 9th, 2020. I have two articles here talking about the case against cryptocurrencies. It's definitely good to look at the other side of the argument, especially when you're so entrenched into anything. With me, for instance, it's definitely cryptocurrencies, and I'm all the way in. I dropped down that rabbit hole, so to speak, and I'm definitely all the way in on Bitcoin, and I see the potential upside. But it's good to see the other side of the argument, to have an objective point of view on what's happening or what other people on the other side of the argument is saying. All right, sometimes we get caught up in our own echo chambers when we're so involved, and you get emotionally involved as well, because you want to be right. We are only human. We want to be right. This article is coming out of opinion.com. This originally was posted on Medium, and it's called "Why Cryptocurrency Should Be Banned." For those of us who's been in the game, we've probably heard of malicious crypto mining. All right, so that's the argument, basically the gist of the argument here in this article. For those of you who are a little bit aware of crypto trading, you must have heard about illicit crypto mining. Illicit crypto mining is when malicious JavaScript or applications are installed on a targeted device or embedded into a web page with the intent to mine cryptocurrencies through the device or via the browser of the site's visitors. Yes, illicit crypto mining is a thing, and it's in browser extensions, Chrome browser extensions, in different apps, and fake websites and things like that. And they mine cryptocurrencies in the background, so your system may not even pick it up because it's something that's running in the background, and it doesn't seem as something as dangerous. All right, so in that sense, yes, this author, she is correct. That's something that exists. In my opinion, prevention strategies and mitigation technologies are not strong enough to tackle this beast. There's only one way to deal with this, and that is to make all cryptocurrencies illegal. Here's why. The problem with permissionless blockchain. At the foundation of Bitcoin and most, if not all, other cryptocurrencies is blockchain technology, whereby anyone can create an address and start interacting with the distributed network in order to purchase, sell, or mine coins. That, my friends, is not the problem, okay? That is the solution, to include everyone into the network. That's why the first blockchain, right? That's why the first cryptocurrency was invented. Because everyone else, after the last financial crisis, the banks, the government, they were colluding with each other, and we as normal citizens were excluded from that. All right, we didn't have a say in bailing the banks out with our tax money. We don't have a say in the printing of too much money. All right, so this is why a permissionless blockchain, where anyone, it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire, trillionaire, a gazillionaire, or if you're a poor person, as long as you have a node in the network, you can help to validate the network. And if you're able to buy mining equipment, if you're able to, as a small business, buy mining equipment and mine some cryptocurrencies, then you could do it. You should be able to do it. Anyone should be able to participate. This is what Bitcoin is all about. This public approach is a clear contrast with the monetary ecosystem, where each participant needs to be defined and differentiated based on the role of she's playing. These systems, sometimes referred to as permissioned blockchain, are developed for a purpose and follow transaction rules that are aligned with the needs of organizations and economies. Yes, that's a permission blockchain, like JP Morgan's Quorum blockchain, and any other, like IBM's, their blockchain, Walmart, okay? These large organizations, they have a permission blockchain where it's private and no one can see what's happening, and we just have to go on based on what they say is true or not. Whereas a public blockchain, a permissionless blockchain, I'll just read it. The permissionless blockchain, on the other hand, which underlies cryptocurrencies, allows anyone to become a crypto miner. It thus provides an open gateway to criminals to do the same. Now, I'm not saying that all mining businesses are criminal. Certainly not. But there are some people out there who hinge on an opportunity to start a mining business and leverage on crypto mining solely in the pursuit of criminal activities. Examples of such businesses include money laundering, tax evasion, funding terrorism, and even companies running news portals or hiring unqualified journalists to illegally promote a scam cryptocurrency. The most despicable among all such criminal motivations is illicit crypto mining. All right, so we're going to sit here and we're going to break down each and every single one of them, okay? Yes, a permissionless blockchain allows anyone to participate in the network, and that's what makes it so beautiful, right? Anyone could participate in it, and we can all see what's happening on the network. We can see funds moving. We can see transactions taking place. Everyone can see it. No one can lie about it, about a transaction. The Pentagon is missing $35 trillion. Take that, for instance. And if that's a permission system, okay, they're missing $35 trillion. $35 trillion. Let that sink in for a second. That's more than the national debt. We already have permission systems, and it hasn't been working because only a few have access to it, and they could all lie about transactions within that system. And who pays the price? We do. Yes, a permissionless blockchain is good in that sense that anyone could participate in it. The fact that she states that criminals could use crypto mining or be a part of the network. Criminals are going to criminal, man. All right, crooks are going to be crooks. And the most used medium of exchange for criminals is still the almighty dollar, okay? It's still cash. Cash is still king, especially for crooks. Crooks don't want to use a permissionless blockchain, especially like Bitcoin, because governments could track it. Anyone could track it. We could see where the funds are going. To say that criminals use it, yes, some criminals will use it, and criminals have been caught using it. A study has been done by the UN and different government organizations that prove that cash is still king. Cash is still king. People are still using cash to launder money every single day. Your average citizen isn't going to be laundering money. The people that launder money mostly are high net worth individuals trying to hide their money from governments. Banks get caught every single year laundering money. Just in the summertime of 2019, JP Morgan had a ship with over $1 billion worth of cocaine on it. Their own ship had that. Don't sit here and say that, it's a criminal thing and it's only criminals doing money laundering. And what else she said? Funding terrorism, all right, and tax evasion. No, it's the banks themselves, the people that's already in the system. They're the ones that's been doing it. Next, why criminal crypto mining is so dangerous. In today's digitized world, all it takes to infiltrate our computers is a single phishing victim, making one person download a malicious app or visit a malicious webpage. Cyber vendors constantly work on detecting and disrupting these steps. But crypto mining breaks this pattern, making it easier for hackers to crawl in. You see, in permissionless blockchain, there's no need for a hacker to find a valuable target or to exfiltrate anything. As long as the compromised computer is connected to the internet, the hacker can cash in on the mining activity. On top of that, the act of illicit crypto mining can keep running undetected for an indefinite period of time. Yes, that is true. It runs in the background and your system don't even detect it. But they do it with other cryptocurrencies like Privacy Coin, Monero, where they don't need as much computing power to do it. And yes, she is correct. Whereas in traditional infiltration of computer systems, you need a phishing scheme and it's a little bit harder to get in. Whereas with illicit crypto mining, they don't need you to efficient scheme, so to speak. It could just be attached to like a browser or to any website that you may visit. We don't know. All right. And then once it attaches to your computer, then hey, they'll be mining in the background as long as your computer is on. So in that sense, she is correct. How to fix the problem. Therefore, the cryptocurrency industry will ultimately be left with two choices: to switch to a completely permissioned blockchain or shut down entirely for good. There already have been permission blockchain, and governments are coming up with their own permission blockchain. We see that with China starting their own CBDC, central bank digital currency. Russia is going to have their own. Venezuela already have their own CBDC, the Petro. The United States will have their own eventually, and those are permission blockchain, and it's just a digitized version of what already exists. It's just a digitized version of the fiat currencies that already exist. We already have digital currencies because that's how we send funds back and forth. When you use a debit card or your credit card, it's all just digits within a computer system. All right, but now they're going to have a quote unquote blockchain attached to it. There's no need for a blockchain to use fiat because we already have a digital monetary system. All right, that's just my opinion, of course. Um, but right there, she sounds like somebody that's been burned. Maybe she bought the top, and that's why she's so mad. She bought the top back in 2017, and and quote unquote lost all her money, so she's pissed. So now, yeah, oh yeah, she's writing this article, is stating that yeah, crypto mining needs to be banned. Okay, whatever. To those who are riding on cryptocurrency trading, enjoy the buzz while you can because its days are limited, and don't be surprised if all comes crashing down one day. Again, sounds like somebody that's been burned back in the day. For those who are new to the cryptocurrency world, you might want to think twice and look into the instability of Bitcoin prices before stepping into it. That is true. You need to do your own research before doing anything. You need to do your own research, especially when it comes to investing in any asset. It doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It goes to say with stocks, real estate, anything you invest in, you need to do your own research. It's a must. If you don't, you will get burned. That's just how the game is. All right, you got to do your own research. If you're not doing your own research, then and you're just following people, you deserve to get burned. So she left two articles here to go look at to support her case for why cryptocurrencies should be banned. And this one is talking about Facebook and Google, how they officially banned cryptos ads back in June 2018. That ban has been lifted, and it was basically them banning it after the hype of the late 2017, early 2018. Them banning it, I definitely think it wasn't to protect anyone. It was just to allow the companies they like to start showing ads on their platforms. All right, to give their friends an upper hand. And this other article here from Forbes, I have it pulled up. And yeah, this one talks about cryptocurrencies. Let's not gamble on their future. Again, I have a bunch of highlighted pieces here. He's talking about this in this highlighted section, talking about Libra. All right, is angering the central banks of several countries who say it puts global banking at risk, while Beijing is putting the finishing touches to its cryptocurrencies, which will likely be launched at the upcoming Singles Day. If you don't know, Facebook was planning to launch, or they're still going to launch. I think they're still going to launch their Libra cryptocurrency, which isn't a cryptocurrency, but they're calling it that. Not only because it's a permission cryptocurrency, why it's not a cryptocurrency because it's permission, but the fact that it's backed by fiat. Okay, it's a stable coin, so to speak. So that's not a real cryptocurrency. What's interesting about Libra is that Facebook, with its huge base of more than 2.4 billion users, can circulate its currency in a blink of an eye and do so in a way that the initial allocation of funds make sense. Practically anyone with a Facebook account can acquire Libras. So yes, once Libra launches, anyone with a Facebook account can have access to their crypto, definitely making them the largest bank in the world. The danger here is that this is the privatization of money in the hands of an irresponsible company that nobody in their right mind would trust with managing their finances. And that part is absolutely correct. Nobody should trust Facebook. We see that we can't trust them with our data. You're going to trust them with your money? It's not a good idea. But people will do it anyway because they're going to make it so simple and so easy that you're going to want to use their cryptocurrency or participate in their stablecoin network. If Facebook disobeyed the advice of the monetary authorities of half the world and launched their Libra tomorrow, what would happen? The volume of transactions would pretty much wipe out every other cryptocurrency. And that is true, because once they hit the switch, the amount of volume, all right, the amount of daily transactions will definitely wipe out all the other transactions and volumes within the crypto market. That's $2.4 billion, transacting every single day, going back and forth. If everyone within the network has one Libra, and that's basically $2.4 billion transacting, switching back and forth, switching hands every single day, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's a lot of volume. So yes, that is correct. All right, and going back to up here where he talked about China launching their own cryptocurrency, it hasn't launched yet, and I think Singles Day already passed. Again, this was written when back in October 3rd of 2019. All right, next, the adoption of cryptocurrencies, at least in their early stages, contradicts what the first enthusiasts originally calculated. The mechanism that assigns value to a Bitcoin or an Ether might be an elegant solution, but they're unstable, which means users fear their price will fall and so only use them to store value. And that's true. Right now, cryptocurrencies are a speculative asset. It is mostly used to store value. You can't really use it as a day-to-day to buy your cup of coffee, so to speak, right? Because nobody wants to use it. Everybody's holding it because they know that the prices will get higher. All right. So in that sense, yes, that is true. But as far as it being unstable, that isn't true. One Bitcoin is still equal to one Bitcoin. What's unstable is the fiat currency that it's quote unquote valued in. So right now, Bitcoin is valued at over $10,000, and at over 10 years ago, it was only valued less than a penny, basically. That isn't to say that back then, because a Bitcoin was worth less than a penny, it's worth more now. It's still one Bitcoin. It's just that the value of the US dollar keeps depreciating because they keep printing more and more. The idea that a Bitcoin will be reasonably stable and therefore used in everyday transaction, what characterizes a real currency, is today a distant illusion. And there's definitely some truth to that, because like I said, people are holding on to their Bitcoin. The real holders, they're holding on to their Bitcoin and they're not selling. Because the prices it fluctuates and it goes up against the US dollar. Stable coins are boring, yes, but most people can understand how they work, and they are low risk, reducing the fear that speculators will send them out of control. And that's true. They're stable. They're a stable coin. They are pegged to the US dollar. They're pegged to the pound. They're pegged to the yen, to the Chinese yuan. They're pegged to a actual fiat currency, so they won't bounce all up and down out of control. When the moment of truth arrives, the most sophisticated and technically interesting designs are found to be wanting, and it turns out that mass adoption depends on simpler, more conservative, less risky schemes. At some point down the road, when more people are familiar with their workings, there is nothing to prevent the development of those early models. This is why adoption processes this is the way adoption processes tend to work, especially where money is concerned. And I agree with that. With stablecoins, people tend to want to use those more for daily transactions. And we see that a lot in Asia, where although Tether has had its troubles in the past, people in Asia tend to use Tether a lot for daily transactions and as a way to circumvent using their national currencies, right? Because it's pegged to the US dollar. Everyone wants to have that US dollar, so they use Tether a lot. for a transaction. But Bitcoin is definitely a store of value, and it is used as a store of value and will be used as a store of value moving forward because it's proven that point. But this stupid thing keep popping up. But yeah, so that's it, man. You know, the argument here in the first article where she listed this Forbes article to back up her statement as to why cryptos need to be banned. This doesn't really give that argument any strength. It's just showing that yes, right now Bitcoin cannot be used as a means of transacting day to day. Me personally, as a personal trainer here in New York, I give my clients a discount if they use Bitcoin. And yes, you could transact in Bitcoin in different shops, and I almost said cities, but different shops within the city, right? There's different shops and small businesses that allow and transact in Bitcoin. So you can use it on a day-to-day basis. You just have to, yes, go out of your way sometimes to use it. All right. But in countries in like Venezuela and Zimbabwe where their hyperinflation is happening, they use Bitcoin on a day-to-day basis to transact in every single day. Yes, it can be used. But it's just that right now in the quote unquote first world countries, we don't tend to use Bitcoin for day-to-day transactions, okay? Because we have things like Visa, we have ATM machines, we have debit cards, and for the most part, the money is quote unquote stable. All right, so let's discuss this in the comment section below. This is definitely one of my longer videos. I'm sorry for that, but I definitely wanted to break down this argument about why cryptocurrencies should be banned, and just see the other side as to why this person was writing this article. I definitely think that this person that wrote the article is someone that was burned during the 2017 bull run and just bought at the top, man. That's what I feel from the way how this article was written. Let's talk about it in the comment section below. Leave a like, share this video, and it's your boy Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.